2 life-saving tips I just used and 2 stories real quick. Hey everybody, I'm going to tell you something that recently happened to me and my girlfriend, and I'm going to go into a couple of tips that you could use that really saved my life and her life, saved my life a couple of times, and let's go into it right now. And first thing that happened to me alone, and I've made a video, you can check out the playlist here, and that video has a lot to do with, this tip that I used. But my girlfriend even made it better. So I'm going to tell you what happened real quick. But first to me is a guy approached me. I was just, watching his business. And it was a lot of plants and stuff around, and you get kind of lost back in his business there. And this guy asked me, hey, do you have so-and-so, this thing? And I'm like, I didn't really know the store that well. So I said, I don't know. Let's go back and look. I was just trying to help him out. And there's really nobody around or anything. So this first thing that happened is going to tell you, this will lead up to what my girlfriend did to save our life a different time. But this is important. That guy followed me to the back of the store. And, I kept realizing he was behind me. And I didn't like that, right? I mean, be aware. I'm always telling people, be aware of your surroundings. I'm on the bike all the time. And I'll throw this right in the middle is the 30-foot rule. I always use it. I always straddle my bike when someone's approaching me. I don't get off my bicycle. Or if you're not on a bicycle, use the 30-foot rule. When they get there and they get that close, say, please stop, kindly. And that's your kind of last stop. Use your voice as a tool to yell next, and then whatever other self-protection you have on you if you're getting attacked. We're going to get into that story. But this guy was just following me. And so every time I turned around to face him and talk to him, he kept sort of just nonchalantly trying to get behind me. And so I said, something's wrong here to myself. So I said, hey, maybe that plant's out here. Or that's what he was looking for. And so we walked back. He kind of followed me, and reluctantly, and then back out toward the front a little bit. And then he kept doing it again. I yelled out, and I tell people, your voice is your biggest tool you have when you're being approached by someone. And I yelled, hey, to my buddy. I go, hey, Doug, real loud, even though he wasn't around. Hey, Doug, help us out. Can you help us out and find that? Because we were outside at a nursery, And that guy was surprised I yelled, and he said, oh, hey, it's cool, if we can't find it. And he walked off, and I'm kind of in a pickle there. Anyway, but I'm going to tell you how my girlfriend saved our lives, and this is probably the most important thing I ever had a video on. And I've done it before a little bit, but this is a little different. Now, 2 scenarios. I told you another one is a guy running up to me, pulling up his pant leg. He had an ankle bracelet on. He just needed to charge it where I was charging. And he was running at me, hey! And I thought he was going to pull out a knife or a gun. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, so we're going to get in this story now where my girlfriend really helped us. We're bike packing. Now, this is just recently, this bike, everything right here. And we met up for a short trip during my trip in the Sierra. And we're hey, let's go up this dirt road off of Highway 32 up near Chico, California, actually, is where we were. We're way north. And she'd heard about it. I didn't know really much about it. Saw it on the GPS. And we're heading up there, and it's classic U.S. Forest Service road, And there's a few trucks that went by, and I travel on those roads all the time, but that area there has got a lot of businesses that, are not legal up in there and stuff. And I was like, oh man, we're up in kind of bad territory. I know about this place, kind of grew up close to there. And so did she. And she goes, no, it's cool. I've been up here with a couple other people, and we take this other road. So we took this other road, and this truck said, comes up behind us and said, hey, you guys lost? And we're like, no, and she said, no, we're going to, and he goes, no, you don't go that way. You got to go this way, go back. And I'm a little confused at that point. I'm just going with the flow here. But that guy was definitely shifting. I'm going again with my gut feeling. And so that guy, he says, yeah, you don't go this way. Don't go down there. There's nothing down there, And we go, okay. And she's like, no, I've been down this road. And look, there's bike tracks, right? Like other cyclists go down there. And I'm like, well, he said don't go down there. But, okay, whatever. If you've been down there before and you see the tracks. And I'm like, okay. So we're rolling down that. Now, it actually turns into a little bit of a trail and then back on to a Forest Service type of road, but it didn't have a marker on it. Hey, please like and subscribe if you love these stories, and we'll be coming out with a lot more. I've got a big bank of stories and also some other things that happened this year that I can't wait to get to. And hey, here comes a helicopter. So we're there, and there's the guy in the truck down parked by there's a gate, and he's got it closed, and we're like, oh, and she goes, well, we just got veered off on the wrong spot, and he said, hey, don't come down here, So I'm already down there, by the way. I'm already close to him, and he said, hey, come here. And I said, okay. And he said, hey, I already talked to you once. And he was really kind of getting on me. At this point, I said, and I looked back at her, and he knew we didn't have cell coverage up there, right? So he was starting to get aggressive with me and say, hey, do I have to deal with you? I go, no, we're going to leave. He goes, well, maybe I'm not going to let you leave. And I go, and he knows we don't have cell phone coverage. She did the trick. I've been talking about it. She took the roam, which didn't work up there, by the way. She acted like she was, but she's up the road, right at the top. And she saw she could hear what was going on, right? And she goes, hey, I got a sat phone and I'm on it. And she went, and even though this is not what that is, this is our little EMF detector. And I told people, just get some, if you don't have a sat phone, get something that looks like it and say, hey, I have the roam here. That's my little Wi-Fi device that didn't work there at the time, but she faked it. And that guy opened the gate. You go, no problem. Anyway, thanks for watching that one. Scared the living daylights out of us. Fake it.